Hi, it's Regina Huber from Transform Your Performance. Today I want to crack the work-life balance code with you. Little spoiler alert. Work-life balance does not exist. But wait, because we're going to crack the code anyway. Every time I hear the term work-life balance, I cringe a little. I'm not sure who invented this term and what they were thinking. The truth is there will never be balance between work and life. And by the way, work is part of life, but there won't even be balance between work and personal life or work and leisure time or whatever you want to call it. It's not a matter of balance. It's a matter of priorities, and priorities shift and change over time. Many of my new clients, when they come to start working with me, they are completely overwhelmed with their workload, long lists of tasks. And many of these tasks aren't even relevant to their careers. They are known as people who get things done. Yes, they're known for being productive, and they often take on the slack of their teams. But being productive cannot be your priority if your career is your priority, because productivity doesn't get you promoted. Strategy and visibility will get you promoted. So here's what you want to do. You want to take stock of all your current tasks and activities in your job and identify which of these should actually be on your plate and which should actually go, because it doesn't make sense to have a full plate or even an overflowing plate when you don't have time to eat, right? So here's a way to do that. Open an Excel sheet and create a column on the left of your task list. And I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I mean, and I can walk you through this. Okay, so now you should be seeing my screen. In your Excel sheet, the first column you want to create is one that's called tasks or activities or whatever you want to call it. And that's where you list your tasks. The next column is titled area or category, whatever you want to call that. And that's, how you group your tasks. Yes. And then the next column is called type. So what type of work is this? What type of task is it? Is it an administrative task? Is it are you giving a presentation? Are you managing people, careers? Is it staffing? Whatever it is, right? And then you categorize your task in that way. And then you add other columns with other criteria, such as, whether it's an indispensable task, whether it is a strategic task. Will it bring you forward in your career? Is it important for your visibility? Does it have strategic meaning? Does it help you grow in some way? Does it benefit your career advancement? Yes, and then add a column where you decide whether you can delegate it, whether you should delegate it. Yeah, and another column where you list whether it is a task you enjoy or not, because of course you want to also enjoy doing your job in your work, right? So keep as many tasks as possible that you enjoy doing and that take you forward at the same time. So in this way, freeing up time for more activities that give you visibility and that help you grow into your next level. And I'm going to stop my screen share again here. I think you get the idea, right? Yeah, so it's all about really focusing more time and effort and energy on tasks that give you visibility, that help you grow in your career and that help you advance in your career. Yes. So of course, now you also got to take action on this list. The list alone will not do it. Yeah. You want to get rid of all the back office stuff as far as possible. and delegate those tasks to more junior team members. Maybe you can even have an intern. Discuss what needs to be discussed with your manager or with HR, whoever that person is in your organization that you need to talk to, and get this going. Yes. Keep what serves you, get rid of what doesn't serve you. And from now on, and that's also important, don't say yes to everything that lands on your desk or on your team's desk. Be strategic about what to say yes to. Evaluate whether it's a real opportunity to drive your career and visibility or just more work for you. So stop being the busy bee and become a leader. Leaders know when to say no. Leaders have to be strategic. So start with yourself. And once you've restructured and decided on your priorities, once you've set your priorities, you got to stick to them. This also applies to your day-to-day, of course. What are the 2 or 3 things that you absolutely need to get done today because they are really important and possibly also urgent? Because they are important for your team and for your own career, because they will create certain important results, right? And by the way, these 2 or 3 things may include a meeting with your coach, because that's going to bring you forward in your career, right? So it's a priority. And on certain days, this may also include taking good care of yourself, taking good care of your health. Yes, because it's a priority on that day. So make sure you get these 2 or 3 things done first, and the rest can wait until later. In the meantime, the other tasks can all be stored away in your task management tool. I use an online tool. There are so many. You could use one of the project management tools for it, and I'm sure you're familiar with some of them. And the one I use is Asana, but everybody has their preferences. So as to interruptions, yes, there are some that you need to totally attend to at the moment, right? I'm not saying those don't exist, but many others can possibly also be blocked or even avoided altogether in the future. But that's for a whole other video, because it's also an art to deal with interruptions. So again, set your priorities and stick to them. It's one of the ways to be at the steering wheel of your career, to be in charge and reduce your stress at the same time. Forget about work-life balance. Make your work as pleasant as possible. Make it a more enjoyable part of life, a more satisfying part of life. Wouldn't that be nice? You can do it.